to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It is your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion and Yankton. And we have a special Tanager Talk on the line. And just a reminder, if you'd like to be a sponsor of our Tanager Talks, just give me a call. I will definitely make it worth your while. I'd be talking about you now, I would talk about you after, and we would run an ad for you anytime I talk to Vermillion coaches or athletes for my show. But let's get beyond that. We have a special first-time guest in Brytten Brooks with us. Brytten, how are you doing this beautiful day?
I'm doing great.
Well, I am glad to hear that. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. Really appreciate it. And I tell you what, for people that don't know you, why don't you just take a moment to tell us a little bit about you, your family, hobbies, interests, anything like that, and we'll move on from there.
All right. So my name is Brytten, and I am big into sports. My dad's the basketball coach for the high school, and my mom used to be a USD golfer. And then I also have a little brother named Matt. Basketball and golf are my main two sports.
All right. And what year are you in school?
I'm gonna be an 8th grader.
All right, going to be an 8th grader. And so that is cool. And so obviously both of your parents, your dad's coaching basketball, your mom was a golfer. Is that kind of what got you into those two sports?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And we're not picking sides here, but where did you get your athletic ability from, mom or dad?
More likely dad.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, excellent. And, you know, basketball and golf are two very different sports. Obviously, basketball has a lot more physical element to it, you know, the up and down the court, whereas golf might be more mental. You have more time to think about everything that you do. What are some of the pros and cons to each of those sports? What are some of the things that you really enjoy? And then what are some of the things about each one that you're like, this is one of the things I don't really like about it?
So I'm a very loud person, and I like to talk a lot. So for golf, probably just like always so quiet, and I don't know, I just don't feel like I fit well with the amount of quietness. And then I really like golf because it's just like fun, and like you can just get out there and be with like friends or like teammates, and you just like play golf. I don't know.
No, I totally get that. And what do you like? What do you like best about basketball?
For basketball, I just like how fastly ran it.
You like the pacing?
What?
You like the pacing of it, that there's a kind of a lot of activity and back and forth?
Yeah.
I can see that. So each sport kind of scratches a different itch for you, kind of things that you like and things that you don't like. So if you're loud on the golf course, kind of feels like, what's that one tournament? I think it's like the Waste Management, something where everyone seems to be yelling all the time. Maybe that's where you'd fit the best, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So you're a 7th grader, going to be an 8th grader. Let me ask, when did you start golfing?
I grew up on the golf course, so I was just always out there. I started competitively at 6 for SDGA tournaments and stuff like that, but I've been golfing ever since I was little.
Wow. All right. Well, I have a saying about golf that I used to golf, and I was bad and got worse. You seem to be doing the opposite. You seem to be just, you started off, and it seems like you're just constantly getting better. What is it about the game of golf that seems to, I don't want to say come easily to you, but seems that you're able to be achieving some real success early on in your golfing career?
Yeah, I just feel like the more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. And since I've been practicing a lot, I feel like I have been getting a lot better. And yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk about the state tournament and the season that you just had coming up. But let me ask, this summer, are you in some tournaments coming up this summer? And what else are some of your summer plans?
Yeah, I'm in a lot of golf tournaments for SDGA things and a lot of other things. And for basketball and stuff like volleyball and basketball, I'm in a couple camps and just open gyms always. And yeah.
All right. So when you're not playing basketball and you're not playing golf, what do you like to do with your downtime, if you have any?
I mainly like to go up to my grandparents and go to the lake and just have fun there and tube and ski and stuff.
All right. Where do your parents live or grandparents live?
They live up by like Aberdeen on a little lake called Clear Lake.
Okay. All right. Well, that is awesome. And so just getting out on the water. So you plan on doing some of that this summer too?
Yeah.
All right. Just a chance to relax, get some sun, and just kind of unplug for a little while, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, how did seventh grade go for you, just school wise? Did you enjoy it? What classes did you take and like?
I really enjoyed seventh grade. I feel like it was more like less scary than sixth grade when like you're just like the little kids. My favorite class was definitely reading with Miss Johnson, but I don't know. It was just a fun year.
All right. So reading with Miss Johnson, what was your favorite thing you read this year?
The Outsiders.
The Outsiders. All right. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's about these boys called the Greasers, and they're always against these other boys called the Soch. And we read them in class. We read the book in class, and we watched the movie in class too. And it was really interesting.
Oh, so that is the book that the movie's based on. Okay, I was wondering. So, what did you think of the movie? Because that's an older movie. So you're seeing some people there that are, I mean, even older than me. So it's one of those. But did you enjoyed the movie?
Yeah.
Well, good. All right. Well, and you're going to be eighth grade next year, so that's going to be fun. But obviously you have this state golf meet coming up, and we're going to talk about that. But I'd like to ask you some icebreakers. You okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. First one is one final meal. What would you want to have?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay. Now, is that made by somebody specific, or is that from somewhere specific, or are we just talking a box of Kraft mac and cheese?
A box of Kraft.
That stuff is underrated, isn't it? I mean, it's just really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Now, do you put anything on it? My daughter always loved ketchup on her mac and cheese. Now, I'm okay with it, but do you ever do anything like that, or do you just like pure mac and cheese?
No. I mean, like, maybe sometimes I'll put, like, hot dogs on it, but other than that, not really.
Okay. All right. I like it. We're off to a good start. Now, do you like music?
Yes, I do.
All right. If you could see any three musical artists from all time, so living or dead, live in concert, which three concerts would you want to see?
I'm really big into, like, country singers, so I would probably like to see, like, Megan Maroney, Zach Bryan, and probably Morgan Wallen.
All right. I think that would be great. I think that'd be three great individual concerts, and if you could get them to sing together a little bit, that'd be kind of fun too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. All right. I love that answer. And you had those names at the ready, so that is great. Okay. Now, you can travel back one time to any point in the Earth's history, and you're guaranteed safe return. To when would you travel and why?
Probably back in the 90s. I don't know. I was just always told that was the best time, and I just want to see what it looks like.
All right. The 90s it is. It was a good time. It was a simpler time. So, nope, cannot complain about that answer at all. That is a good one. All right. Now, finally, if you were going to be having a 12-hour plane flight, and you could pick the one celebrity seated next to you, who would you want it to be?
Definitely Megan Maroney.
Megan Maroney returning. Okay, I like it. What is it about Megan that appeals to you so much?
I just listen to her music a lot, and she's been really successful.
I think that is perfect, and she seems like the type of person that's not going to big time you. I think she would talk to you. Don't you?
Yeah.
I think so too. She seems like a very down to earth person, so I like that answer. Perfect. All right, now finally for this question, and it could be a celebrity or it could be somebody closer to home, but as you go through life, who's a person or are some people that you hold up as examples and say, if I can live my life like her or him, I'm going to consider myself a success. Who might that be for you?
So of course, like my parents and stuff, but also, probably Taylor Rivers, because she's been, like, really successful, and she's always kind to me, and yeah.
Well, and she plays basketball and does golf, so kind of something right in your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome, and she is. She's just a great young lady. So between your parents and Taylor, I think you've got some good examples there. I like those. So excellent. All right, well, Brytten, you did great on the icebreakers, so I want to thank you. But you okay if we wrap up talking a little golf?
Of course.
All right, so you've had a pretty successful season. What have you exceeded your expectations this year, or did you kind of think this was the type of year you could have?
I feel like, wait, am I talking about myself or about my team?
We're talking about you and the team. So did you kind of think you were going to have this kind of success? And the team itself, too, being so young, did you think that you guys would have this kind of success?
Oh, okay. Yeah, my team has been doing really great, and they deserve every bit of it. I feel like I have got a lot better throughout the season, but there's always room to grow.
All right. So if you had a magic wand and you said, I can improve one part of my game, what part of your golf game would you like to improve most?
Definitely my short game.
Really? Go ahead.
Just being around the green and chipping.
Well, and that's one of those, obviously the driving gets a lot of attention, but it's that short game where kind of things are won and lost, aren't they? All of a sudden it's, you 2-putted or you 3-putted. Oh, that's a stroke here and a stroke there. It's amazing how those add up around the green, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and, you're preparing for state. You guys are playing at Dakota Valley. Is this a course that you've had a chance to play a few times before?
Yes.
All right. So does it make you feel a little more comfortable going to state knowing it's a course that you're not having to learn on the fly?
Yeah, it's definitely better just knowing how the course is set up and what I need to hit.
All right. And this year it feels like Class A golf is wide open. You guys are right in the mix, but man, it feels like Dakota Valley's been there. It feels like Aberdeen Roncalli's been there. Sioux Falls Christian, St. Thomas More came from the other side of the state a few weeks ago. How exciting is it knowing that you go into this meet that it's wide open with 3, 4, 5 teams?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenging one, but I think that we're ready enough to go in there and try our best.
Well, and that's all you can do. That's the one thing about golf is you can't control how your opponent plays. You can only control, to a certain extent, how you play, right?
Yep.
Well, and I'm gonna say golf has that mental aspect to it. When the ball's not quite coming off the club the way you're hoping it would, how do you keep a positive mental attitude? Because there are a lot of people, and that was me in golf, where I would let it get to me. How do you keep it from getting to you if a shot doesn't go quite the way you want it to?
I just always think about next shot, and trying to get the next shot better instead of it just adding up to so many strokes.
All right. That is a great attitude, and that's one of those things that you can apply to life too, can't you?
Yes, definitely.
That is amazing. Well, Brytten, I know you're busy, and I know you've got other things going on, but thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate it. It's been fun to watch your progress all season long, and it's going to be fun to see how you do down at state. And you're young enough, I think if you're not sick of me, we're going to talk in the future, if that'd be okay.
Of course, anytime.
All right, Brytten, you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you down the line, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. That was Brytten Brooks of Vermillion Tanager Golf, and it's a great young team. A few great seniors on this team as well, and Georgia Johnson being part of that, Ms. Owen being part of this state team, but a lot of youth. So a good mix on this squad, and a team that really is learning and growing as the season goes. So it was a pleasure to get a chance to talk to Brytten, and I just want to wish this girls golf team best of luck as they get ready for state. So we'll be bringing that to you as the scores come in. But we want to wish the Tanagers luck. We want to wish all of the golfers luck, as there are a number of area teams that maybe the team's not there, but some golfers are there. And we just want to wish them all the best of luck. All right. And if you'd be interested in sponsoring these Tanager Talks, I'd love to talk with you. I would make it worth your while. I'd be talking about you right now. I'd be talking about Little Sally's Sunshine's Sundry Store by the seashore. and then we'd have an ad running for you. I will definitely make it worth your while if you want to support Tanager Talks and maybe a Elk Point Jefferson or something like that. But give me a call, 605-661-5858. This is At the Mic with Michael Schumacher. We'll be back with more on Fox Sports Radio.